Hello everybody and welcome back to single player Melbury Estate. This in front of us, as you can probably tell, is an irrigator, and this is a mod which we're going to be using today. And originally this was in FS 13 I believe, but someone has converted it over to 15, so I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity, as we're doing some potatoes, to use it. Now I think it works the same way in Farming Simulator as the fertilizer spreader does. It changes the crop so that it's worth more when you sell it. It makes it more fertile. But obviously what this is going to do is it's going to spray water over the potatoes, as that is what potatoes need when they're growing. They need plenty of water. So this is one part of the mod, and this is the Optima 1026. There's also the Optima 1036, which is also available. Costs a little bit more in game. And actually we have just had to take a loan out to be able to afford this. But that is one part. It comes in, I think, three main parts. You've got the drawbar, which is just here. You've then got the irrigator, the reel, and also there's the hydrant, which is what you fill the irrigator up from. So that is pretty much the main part of the mod. This is what does most of the work, and there is the hose at the back there, which actually sprays the water over the crop. So yeah, we've got the drawbar on there already. That's to attach the tractor to the other end here. It actually attaches just under there. So let's attach it, let's take it to the field, and let's give it a go. Now thankfully we can attach the irrigator to the tractor with the drawbar on. We could put the drawbar on the front anyway, but just saves a lot of time. Goes on the upper hitch. So yeah, let's go to the field. Be quite steady though, because it's a fairly narrow track, as you can probably tell. I opted to go for the smaller irrigator because I don't think we really need a bigger one. The field we're doing today is minute. I think it's probably the smallest field in the game, in the map. I'm not sure if it is the smallest, but it's very small. Field number 1. So we'll just drive over there and get it all set up. I've got a lovely step-by-step guide in front of me to help me. I have actually run through all this already off screen, just so I don't mess up. So yeah, hopefully it's all going to go well. And if you want to download this mod, the link is below, and also the credits as well. So it's the field on the left. If you haven't been following this series, we cultivated and planted this field last time. And thank you to everyone who replied about the tracks, the wheel tracks in the field. Yeah, you quite rightly do say that it is just the fertilizer from before. It's true. It isn't crop destruction, so thanks for that. Very reassuring, because I was a bit worried that it was going to destroy the crop where that was. Anyway, don't want to run in the crop too much, but let's get the irrigator in. So what you need to do is you need to go into the shop, and I was just skipping to the page where all of the parts are for this mod, and the hydrant, as it calls it, can go anywhere, but ideally close to your irrigator. I'll just put it here, and we need to refill that now. So if we just back up to the hydrant, we can refill it. You can see it's filling up now. So that is full. You can see actually on the inspector mod it is registering as fertilizer. Now what we need to do is position this in a sensible place. We don't really want to destroy the crops, so I think if we just go to the edge here, and we need to be facing the opposite direction, so I can't be totally out of the field. It's going to have to be in the field a little bit. But yeah, maybe if we go across the field, so we're actually running in the rows rather than driving on the potatoes. And then put it about here. Level it off a bit. Right, that should be good. Now if we detach it here, we've still got our drawbar on the tractor. And essentially what we need to do here is attach the drawbar to the dolly so that we can drag it with the hose across the field, and then we can begin to put the water, fertiliser, onto the field. So to attach, it's keypad 7. That is now attached. Now this is the part where you have to be very careful, because if you mess this up it can go a bit berserk. So nice and steady. That is now unreeling it. Let's just stay within the tracks. Don't want to crush my potato plants. Right, I'm not going to go too far to begin with. We're going to detach it here. F7 again. I'm just going to reverse. And to switch it on, basically all you do is you go over to the irrigator itself, the reel over here, and press B. And there it goes. And you should see that it starts to change the texture of the soil. Yeah, it's going darker. Yeah, we probably could have done with not putting it quite so close to there. I didn't realise it was going to throw it so far, but you can see how good this mod is. Fantastic. It will turn back again. There it goes. So I think that is enough of that area. Let's turn it off, and we will drag it a bit further up. Now it's actually feeding itself backwards. As I haven't got much experience with this mod, I'm not exactly sure on the workings of it exactly, but I do have these fairly comprehensive instructions which are very useful. And it says to turn the table, press K or comma, and to move the trolley lifter up or down, use JN or the left mouse button up and down. So I would have thought that will be something to do with it. Can't quite get it to work, but there will be a way. There's always a way. So we're just going to drag it further up the field. It's covered such a fantastic area. Look at that. It's covered all of this. So if we put it about here again, we probably could do with putting it the other way, but that should be okay for now. And again, we'll just move the tractor over here. I don't know if you have to detach the tractor at all, but I am doing. There he goes. Okay, so I've now found the extra controls. I knew they'd be somewhere. If you attach to the front of the irrigator, it comes up with all of the different options, and obviously there is the spray width. It says currently set to 70 meters, and you press T to adjust that. So 35 meters left and right, currently set to 70. So there's different controls there, and then there'll also be the controls for turning the table and also for the trolley lifter. K, yep, K turns that, and comma should also do something there. There we go. So yeah, you can control that with K, the comma, and also your mouse left click. So it is a very well animated mod, this. And J and N, let's try that. Oh yeah, that's adjusting here. That must be the guide for the hose. To make it faster, reeling it back in, if you press keypad 4, it will speed up the reel. And I assume if you press it again, it will slow it down. Or you can speed up loads. Look at that speed. Here it comes. So yes, we are establishing how to use this. And I think I'm pretty much there now. I think I know all the controls. See if it goes any faster. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, because then it goes slower again. Right, so we don't want to be going too fast. That should be okay. And it is, it's back home. So we can now take this over to this side of the field and we'll do the rest. Now what I might do actually is put it at an angle, because I need to do over here and over there. And as we now know how to adjust the position of the irrigator, we should be able to do that. So as we want it over to the right this time, or left looking at it this way, we'll turn it to here, and then we need to put the stabilizers down so it doesn't run away. So we'll ram them into the ground. And now we can remove this. Actually, we probably should change the spray width because it is really wide. We want to be spraying to the left, 35 meters. That way we can drag the dolly pretty much up the edge there, and then it will just spray to the left if it all goes to plan. So here goes. Right, so here it is at the top. Now what we have to do is switch it on. So we need to go back over here. So yeah, it should cover the left side, I hope. 35 meters. There it goes. It's certainly covering the left. Just need to make sure it doesn't go all the way back round to the right. Oh, and you can slow this down. That probably needs to be slowed down a bit. It's pulling it back a little bit too fast. That's better. So I think we'll leave it to it. It shouldn't take too long. Obviously, with no experience at all of how to use one of these, it's quite difficult. That's me. I've never used one. Don't know anything about them really. So hopefully I've done it vaguely right. I've got it working at least. And once we're done up here, we will then move that round and we will do this side. And then it should be done, except for a few bits over there. There we go. So that is that section done. And we've got to here. So now just that. So we'll get back in the tractor. It's pushed it a bit. Pushed it into the hedge. But we'll just turn it around. Takes a bit of turning. And that should be good. We'll now detach that. And we will finally pull this across. Now, actually thinking about it, this would have been best in a really big field, which we could leave to go from left to right. But obviously this is a small field, so it's making it very difficult. But let's go. The thing about this is, you've got to go. You can't stop. Because if you stop with the tractor, the dolly will keep going, and it will push you, and everything will be chaos. So once you get to your position, drop it, and that solves any problems. So I'm going to go back and reattach to the reel and switch it on, and although there's a few bits missed, that is pretty much done. And it is such a good mod, really good. I'm not sure who converted it actually, I have to look into that, but job well done. Here it goes. Alright, that's too fast. Way too fast. That's better. I think it's covering the road. Hope the road users don't mind. Yeah, it's working really well. We'll definitely have to use this again in the future in a bigger field. We need to choose a massive field, put potatoes in it, and then just set these things going. That'd be so good. Should have thought really that this field was a bit too small for it, but it is working. Just not to the best of its abilities. But once that gets to here, we will call that a day. And there we go, it's back, and I think it turns itself off. Yes, it does. So there we go, we have the Optima 1026 and the 1036, which I haven't tried out yet. That is the Irrigator pack from FS13 converted over to 15 by someone. Like I say, I'll try and find out the details of it and we'll credit it all below. But yeah, please do give it a go. It's a very good mod and it does bring a whole new system into the potatoes in Farming Simulator, because at the moment it is just sprayers and fertilizer spreaders for the potatoes in FS, so having an irrigator is one massive step forwards. So we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and I will see you next time. Bye for now.